Alright, everybody. Yeah. After all that's been done so far, this whole month in October of 2023, I'd say after all the filters I've covered, let's say, for this series, I might as well get back to regular HJN programming as it is. And so, for number 2199, man, that's a pretty long way here. Changes is what we're going to cover for today. So, that's just what it is. As we know, changes are in fact a thing that is considered good by any nature. Change is good has been an old adage that has been around for a long time, and I sure do hope that it never leaves. But when you really get down to it, there's always an opposition waiting for you. It doesn't matter what kind of hurdle it may be or what kind of wall you might run into. There's always the barrier that comes between you and your never-ending goals, and the many routes and obstacles that you must pass through just to claim them for yourself. The way I see it, though, I find change to be, by all means, a great solution to a number of problems. Like, for instance, if we wanted to end the world hunger that's been going on in Yemen right now, with all those videos that are especially heartbreaking to watch, like, even disturbing at times, it really just makes you wonder, how do people not realize this? They continue to advertise this like it's really a problem. And I feel like that of all the donations I've made towards organizations that are supposed to help these people, I'm almost seeing a pattern here in relation to the money going to the donation networks, and then the donation networks supposedly giving out their part into helping these families whom are starving to death. Like, can I ever make sense of anything? Maybe that's not entirely true, but at the very moment here, I consider a future to be bright, but it does come with a series of things to consider. What can we do about the people that are hungry right now? What can we do about the warfare that's going on the other side of the world right now? What can we possibly do about a sleazy group of politicians who are especially hungry for power, more so than ever before? Well, to that I can't quite give out the proper answers to that, because I am just one person on a whole barrage of subjects. One person that's simply giving my own honesty to these things. As hard as it is to describe at times, I feel like that a breaking point could be imminent in life. It's gotten overwhelming to me, to the very point where I've seriously considered having therapy in life. And I'm not looking forward to what we could have in 2024. Being that that itself is going to be an enormous network of propaganda. I do not want to see the end of it. Like, I really do not. I'd much rather spend that entire November locked up in prison. I'd much rather do that instead. Or even better, somewhere where there is absolutely 0% of anything in life. Under a rock, underground, 1,000 miles from the nearest human settlement. Like, I don't know where I can get started on this whole thing, so not much else to take away here, but just know that this whole statement alone, it's just a good way to describe how important it is for the world to change itself, and for the people to change themselves before everyone else can pretty much change on their own part. Change does start with you, after all. You the viewer, you the person of any kind. If you're watching this, then definitely do spend the next 5 minutes, after these 5 minutes have come and gone, knowing that I've had a lot to talk about in the past 4 years since I started this series. And the fact that 4 years have passed since a major pandemic had swept the nation. And even more so, about 4 years have come and gone since I basically had a big part of my career almost taken from me. Well, otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow with another piece of HJN, and I sure hope that you enjoy everything I've had to offer so far and what will come by soon.